talking now to Keanu Reeves about the excitement
Yes,
of
indeed.
Point Break, and was it as exciting to you when you were filming the film as watching it?
Definitely. There's a lot of, the surfing, the fight scene, the gunplay, the chasing, and the way that Catherine works, the camera. It's just very intense, and it was a long one, man. It was very intense. Because I started training about 2 months before the film began, surfing, working out, getting used to guns, working with guns, talking to FBI agents, hanging out with the police, hanging out with surfers, working on the script at the same time. It was amazing. Amazing time.
You kind of have to give up the rest of your life when you're doing a film like this, don't you?
It's freaky. Because with a play, you have a rehearsal period, and you can bring it to the rehearsal. And with the film, sometimes you don't get quite that environment built up. So I had one of my friends, he looked at me one day, because I was just sitting there, I was like very sober, he goes, "Who are you, man?" I feel like I'm talking to your brother. And I said, "I'm sorry, man, I don't know. I'm just trying to get into this guy's head, Because Johnny Utah, I'm playing a guy named Johnny Utah, who's a quarterback who's going into the FBI. And speaking with some of the FBI agents, it's power. A lot of power and control. And this character I played is doing that, and his world gets exploded. Just gets confronted by that and how meaningless in a way it becomes in life. And
I think just the name of that character
right.
Makes some people, last time we were talking about it, think that this could be an ongoing series almost.
Oh, really? Johnny Quest, Johnny Utah. Yeah. Well, who knows, but...
When you are doing that, when it does consume so much of your, quote, normal life,
right.
Your normal life is acting, obviously,
right.
but this is a very involved part, a lot of business, quote, unquote,
right.
to do.
Uh-huh.
Do you resent that ever when you're, say, in the middle of filming, you say, boy, I wish we could bag this for about a month and then continue?
During Point Break, that never really happened. I was just so happy to be there and get the chance to do it. And the things that I was getting the chance to do were challenging and interesting and fun, ultimately. Sometimes it was hard, take 15, 4 in the morning, being wet down. Like there's some scenes like that. And that's where you're just like, wow, I'm cold. I'm still cold. Boy, am I cold. Action. You just got to divorce yourself from that. And that's when you're like, wow, I'd like to be in a hot tub. And that eventually happens. You go home. But psychically, I was just prepared and ready.
Did you know how to surf before you knew?
No, I didn't at all. I just had to pick that up, and that's time.
That was fascinating to me because, we've seen surfing movies,
right.
quote unquote, before,
right.
but not like this because it really gets into the heads of the surfers and also the technique and what's involved. This character shows it isn't easy. And
no, there's one of the fellows who surfed it. His name's Matt Archibald, and he just did some radical. The first shot is he does a thing called an off the lip, but he catches air on the ocean. On a 5-foot wave, he takes a surfboard, surfs down, brings the surfboard out of the water, boom, back into it, and it's radical surfing.
Does it hook you? Do you want to surf every day now?
I didn't get the hook like that, but I know that I still surf. I just had a board made by a guy who taught me, Surf God Jarvis, and he's a shaper and he surfs, and he helped teach me.
What about the skydiving elements? Did you do some skydiving too?
No, I did some skydiving, but just off on my own time.
I see.
Because insurance-wise, it wasn't. They didn't want us to film. But Patrick, when principal photography was over, he just said, "Guys," because he started jumping while he was filming, and the company hated him because he's jumping out of an airplane. And they're making this film. Oh, we're spending a couple of $1 million. And our actor is jumping out of a plane. And Patrick was just charging it, and he got really good at it. So he did it, and he filmed himself doing that, which I think is just an amazing element to the film because, you're there. The guy's doing it. And even with the fight scenes, the way that we fight, and I think that the fight scenes in this film are special. Very intense. They're scrappy. The hits look real. It's not, and I don't know.
Believe me, you come out of the film breathing real hard. Thanks a million.
All right, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you.